catch me howling at the moon.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to Park Pros. I rode California's tallest floorless dive coaster, Emperor, at SeaWorld San Diego, and as expected, it's a pretty fun roller coaster. The last time I went to SeaWorld San Diego, Manta wasn't even built yet, and even though they've added 3 roller coasters in the last 4 years, and I've been to San Diego several times since then, Emperor was the first one of their new coasters to actually get me back. Mainly because I'm trying to get use out of my SeaWorld pass before it expires, but also because I hadn't been on one of these mini B&M dive coasters before and I've heard good things about them. And the good things are true. Now, if you're a seasoned coaster enthusiast, it's not gonna knock your socks off with its intensity or anything. But Emperor is a really enjoyable coaster. It's got a great first drop, followed by some graceful inversions. And as you would expect from a brand new roller coaster from B&M, the ride is extremely smooth and overall delivers a really enjoyable ride experience. The holding brake before that first drop is one of the best parts of the ride, and especially in the front row, you fully feel the effect of just hanging there. I just rode Griffin last week, and I swear the holding brake on Emperor is better, despite Griffin being more than 50 feet taller. The first drop also does deliver some airtime, but with those vest restraints, you obviously don't get the full effect. Emperor's 3 inversions are all decent, but the best one is this inverted roll thing. In the back row, you get some decent hang time on this, and I like the way that you go out of the inversion right into this downward helix. It's a good sequence of elements that delivers a unique combination of forces. I think it's kind of become a popular opinion that these new, smaller B&M dive machines are either better or more intense than the traditional 200-foot ones. And while I would say the ride experiences are different, I wouldn't necessarily say they're better. I'd say that what the smaller models gain in intensity, they lack in the feeling of speed and overall spectacle compared to the larger ones. Let's talk a little bit about the aesthetics of this ride. Outside of the Emperor sign and some fact sheets scattered around the queue, there's really zero theming on this ride. And I think it's kind of funny how SeaWorld basically didn't try to theme any of their new for 2020 coasters outside of Iron Gwazi, kind of. But anyways, in terms of this coaster's paint scheme, I think the light blue is a really clean look. But it is kind of weird how they gave their only 2 coasters visible in the skyline essentially the exact same color scheme. I'm sure there's some regulation or something with the city that I don't know about. I just thought it was funny. And everyone is clowning this ride for not having a proper station house and basically just being completely outdoors. But like, if SeaWorld wasn't gonna theme the station anyways, I don't really see what the point of having one at all is. Have you guys ever been to San Diego? It rains like 10 days a year. And yeah, I know it gets hot, but the park is literally right next to the ocean. Anyways, this ride is located in the back of the park and kind of has its own section. So between that and being a B&M coaster with decent capacity, I can't really see it having much of a line on most days. It will be interesting to see how Emperor stacks up to the other small-scale B&M dive coaster opening in the US this year, which is of course Dr. Diabolical's Cliffhanger at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. In my opinion, I think Cliffhanger has some more interesting looking elements, but we'll just have to see. So let's go ahead and throw Emperor into a tier list, and as you probably could have expected, it's gonna go into the fun tier. At the end of the day, Emperor delivers exactly what you'd expect from a B&M dive coaster. It's a fun, smooth, graceful ride with a fear factor that'll draw in the general public. And at a park with strict height limitations, I think this was a great next step as they continue to build out that coaster lineup. For me, this was the second best coaster in the park behind Manta, but I do think this probably will be the general public's favorite ride in the park for the time being. That's it for this coaster quickie. If you've enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Park Pros.